going on text-wise during class about her.
Oh man.
Yeah. But anyway, one of our mutual friends, she um, she actually commented back, but she did it like so professionally. She's like a
Good.
supervisor,
Yeah.
and just the way she did it was basically like saying, "You're a fucking cunt and should die," but in a way that comes off as very professional.
Perfect.
And kind of like, and I just thought it was the greatest thing. I'm like, I wish I could speak as eloquently as she can about things like that. Like,
Yeah.
and it was good because this girl, she doesn't have insight about like what she's doing. Maybe if she did, she probably wouldn't be like this.
Yeah.
And you could finally start saying it like happening. And then toward the end, she was trying to be like relevant. She was trying to connect with people, but like no one was having it because we're just like, no,
No, no, no.
no
We just, yep,
thanks.
nope.
But anyway, that's what just happened now. So I'm kind of high energy from now. So excited about my food.
Good. You should be
But
excited about your food.
I did want to say, I have some, I have a lot of ideas that I want to talk about, and I need to.
Cool.
I've been just kind of keeping them in the background for a while until I got to this point in our product, project. But um, like now it's about time, so I'm gonna start presenting some of the ideas. But I'm like open. I'm open to suggestions, but there is a particular way that I want it to be. So maybe we can all like talk about it and just get some like thoughts about what you
Yeah.
guys think of what I have to present to you. A lot of what's in the game right now is just there because that's all I have.
Yeah.
Even the HUD menus, like I put some stuff together, I drew it and tried to make it look nice, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the way that it is.
I know exactly what you mean.
And
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 that's
I
what I did with
know,
some of my own personal drawings. Like I just like
yeah.
rushed some things because I just wanted to see what it looked like, in
Hmm.
comparison to other stuff in the game.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's still obviously a shitload of stuff I have that I haven't put in yet, but I know you guys have been really wanting a beta, and I mean, I've been wanting to share, like, with you guys what everything now looks like with all the changes.
Oh
But
yeah, I
a
mean, and
lot,
honestly, like I never expect anything like major as far as like changes from like beta to beta, but like even like some of the little things that you do, it could still be tested along the way. So, we could always be up to date too, uh, with how systems are working, stuff like that. Every little bit. I mean, you do so much work as it is. Like even if you just threw it up, and then we were just like, hey, by the way, this is going on, and then I don't know. It doesn't really matter either way, but just a thought.
well, I think, and I try to keep everything up to, like, everything I do, like, I don't add anything unless I talk about it and type it into, well, crawl space, but sometimes the right rooms.
Right.
And so, but if it's added, but I do like there's so much stuff like handwritten that I have that none of you guys have seen, um, or like concept drawings and stuff like that that hasn't made it to the point of actually being like implemented. And that's kind of the stuff I'd like to start going over. Like, I'd like it if at least you and Rob are in call, but maybe a
Yeah.
few others. I'd like it if Reve was in call because she's going to be helping a lot with the story writing.
Right.
And so I would say like we're really, and Phoenix too. I just want Phoenix in there because she's great.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Um, so everyone else who's kind of part of it is just really busy with their lives right now, and I get it. No, I totally get it. We're all fucking crazy busy in some way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that would be nice. And then, but I have, like right now, I'm at this second, but like before class started, I was working on the HUD for the architect slash city planner person, where the menu incorporates the regular text dialogue and the choices on the side. So it's actually embedded into the HUD, which I can do just fine. And then the way it'll work is like you'll be able to select through the menu, and I'm gonna be using like a flowchart of the things that you can build. It'll show like how much it costs to build it. If there's a prerequisite building, like you can't
Okay.
build this building without this one,
Right.
it'll be kind of in because it's a flowchart, you'll be able to see what needs to be built first.
Makes sense.
I might even like gray out like sections until you're ready to get to that. And I think that would be way better than that map thing that I like threw together,
Okay.
where you just move around and select the area and go through shitloads of dialogue before you actually pick anything.
Yeah.
It's just, I never liked it. It was the best I could do at the time. And now that I have like, I can do all these things with like, I've learned, I guess what I should say is I've learned a lot since then of things I can do and new ways of doing it. And I'm like, if we can have it better, we should have it better.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
So, I'll be, the architect is easy to put together because I'm making him be the one that actually sees what can be built and to build it. The scholar, I'll be developing her skills stuff. I always knew that research was going to be used to unlock things. So she basically will be a character that will unlock stuff for other characters, especially with building.
That makes
Like
sense.
you need to research maybe into certain kind of structure to be able to build something. So when she does you do a mini game with her, something like that, you unlock some research, and then when you play as the architect, you can build what she just researched.
Makes sense.
Um, so because of all the different skills and minigames in this, it makes it much easier to like make it so each individual character is the only one who can gain access to that. And otherwise, you would have like 50 menus or more to go through, and no one wants to fucking cycle through that shit.
No.
Especially if it's not relevant. Like, I don't need to see all this stuff if I'm just gonna be doing this one thing.
Yeah.
So like, even for the mayor, well, I think everything I have for the mayor, which is what you see now in game, will probably remain. Definitely the citizen piece and the taxes and stuff like that will be there, because that's
Yeah.
a mayor only job. I said in chat that this isn't 100%. I may remove her ability to survey land and give that to another person, which to me makes more sense.
Yes, it does.
And I mean, it could even be a lumberjack, a miner, and forager. It could be, because I don't think it doesn't feel realistic or natural if one person is both a lumberjack and a miner, because that's like a major life choice that people wouldn't do more than one or the other, if that makes sense.
Right.
But, and like I said, I'm willing to make as many characters as necessary. But I'll be restricting the main, in quotations, the main characters to about 13. The 13 that I have, I'm not going any higher than that because that's a bit much. So, yeah, I'm still very into this project and excited about it. And there was a couple roadblocks along the way when like doing the scripting, but now that I fixed everything, like that's great.
Good.
Especially with like the time system, that was a lot of like recoding. And now actually now the way the codes are set up for time is great. Like, it'll be really easy now to like utilize the time system for other elements in the game, like when NPCs are or are not out. Because a lot of that time system had a built-in like its own special switches.